On September 24, 2021, 19-year-old Valencia College student Mia Marcano disappeared from her Orlando, Florida apartment complex. Less than a week later, her remains would be found in a wooded area behind an abandoned apartment that was roughly 18 miles from where she lived. Mia lived at the Arden Villas apartment complex in Orlando, where she also worked as a receptionist in the leasing office. She had plans that evening to take a flight to Fort Lauderdale to spend some time with her parents. When she didn't make her flight and her parents couldn't reach her, they decided to make the 3.5-hour drive to check on her. Once there, they used the emergency key Mia had given them to enter her apartment and found it in disarray. Knowing that their daughter would never leave her apartment that way, they began to worry and contacted the police. Investigators began interviewing other tenants and maintenance workers to see if they had any information on Mia's whereabouts. During these conversations, a maintenance worker named Armando Manuel Caballero began acting strangely. The police put him as a person of interest and searched building records of employees working that day, along with key fob history to see who may have entered Mia's apartment. They saw that Armando was working in an apartment close to Mia and was one of the people who had master keys to all the apartments in the complex. They also found out from other people they interviewed that Armando had made several requests to ask Mia out on a date, and both times she had rejected his request. Armed with this new incriminating evidence, investigators went to Armando's home on September 27, 2021 to bring him in for further questioning. When they got to his apartment, they found him dead from a single gunshot wound to the head. On October 2, 2021, after receiving a tip to search an abandoned apartment complex called Timber Scan, Mia's skeletonized body was found in a wooded area behind the complex. Her body had undergone almost complete decomposition in less than a week, and her wrists and ankles had been bound with duct tape. This indicated a violent abduction, sexual assault, and murder to the police, though the exact cause of death remained undetermined due to the advanced state of decomposition. Evidence collected during the investigation, including DNA evidence and personal items found near Mia's remains, pointed to Armando as the perpetrator. This led to the closure of the case by Florida investigators, who concluded that Armando acted alone in the kidnapping and murder of Mia Marcano. Investigators believe that he used his master key to enter Mia's apartment to confront her and ended up abducting her after he bound her body with duct tape. They then believe he drove her to the wooded area behind the Timber Scan apartment complex, where he sexually assaulted her and ultimately murdered her. The aftermath of the case saw Mia's family filing a wrongful death lawsuit against the Arden Villas apartment complex, citing security lapses that they believe contributed to this tragedy. They were awarded an undisclosed amount of money.